Okay students, class 12th CBSE mathematics. Today we will discuss about the probability. Okay. Students, from class 10th we had introduced the topic probability. Okay. Means from class 10th we have learned a lot about the probability. So firstly we have to know what does mean by the probability. Probability is the chance, or probability means the possibility of happening an event, or chance of happening an event. Okay, happening an event or occurring of an event, both have the same meaning, that is probability. Okay. Whenever we toss a coin, it may be a head or tail. Okay, so it is the chance that there may be a head or a tail. Means half chance is there that there may be head, or half chance is there that there may be a tail. Okay, so chance just means the probability, possibility just means the probability. Okay, so probability and probability simply means the chance and the possibility. Okay, chance and possibility of happening an event is called as probability. Okay, now when we throw a coin or we throw a dice, all these are called as experiment. And we always consider the random experiment. Now what does mean by the random experiment? Random experiment is the experiment in which when we repeat this in identical conditions, the result does not repeat. It means when we throw a coin again and again, the outcome is not always same. Means head is not always the result of the throwing of a coin. Tail is not the result of throwing a coin again and again. Means when result is not always same under the identical condition, under repeating the experiment under identical condition, the result is not always same. That experiment is said to be the random experiment. Okay. So random experiment means when result does not repeat itself under identical conditions. Okay, so this is the random experiment. Okay, means when we are throwing a coin, this is called as random experiment. Now when we throw a coin, there is head or there is tail. When we throw a dice, there may be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There may be even number, there may be odd number, there may be prime number. Okay, all these are the results of the random experiment. These results in the language of probabilities are called as outcomes. Okay, so experiment follows the outcomes. When we make a set of all these outcomes, this set is called as sample space. Okay, sample space is the set of all the results, all the outcomes of the random experiment. Just take an example. Simple example: throwing of a coin. When we throw a coin, there is head or tail. So there are only two outcomes. Either it is head or it is tail. Okay, when we make a set of these head and tail, this is called as sample space. When we throw two coins simultaneously, or a coin two times, then we are having the four outcomes means head, tail. It may be tail, head, or it may be tail. So there are four outcomes. When we throw three coins simultaneously, we are having 8 outcomes. Okay, so there may be different number of outcomes when there are different of experiments. Okay, when we throw a dice one time, there is only 6 outcomes. Total number of outcomes are 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, and when we throw 2 dices, there may be 36 outcomes, 6 to the power 2. Okay, 1 1 1 2 1 3 up to 1 6. Similarly 2 1 2 2 up to 2 6 and 6 1 6 2 up to 6 6. So there are total 36 outcomes. Okay, now favorable outcome. What does mean by the favorable outcome? Favorable outcome means the outcomes in the favor of an event. Favor of an event. Suppose we are throwing a dice and the event is an even number. Event is the even number. So outcomes are either 2, 4 or 6. Okay, so 2, 4, 6 are the favorable outcomes whenever we are considering the event as even number on the dice. Similarly, prime number on the dice, then outcomes are 2, 3 and 5. If we are considering the odd number, then the outcomes are 1, 3, 5. Okay, so if different events are there, then favorable outcomes are different. Number of favorable outcomes may be same, but outcomes are different. Outcomes may be different. Okay, so favorable outcomes are the outcomes which favor the event. Which favor the event. Okay, so these are favorable outcomes. So favorable outcomes and total outcomes. Total outcomes makes the sample space. Okay, and favorable outcomes are the subset of the sample space, as these outcomes are drawn from the sample space. Okay, so this is the favorable outcome. Okay, now sometimes what happen, an event is certain to happen. An event is sure to happen, means there is 100% chance of happening the event. Such type of events are called as sure events. Such type of events are called certain events. The probability of sure event or the certain event is 100%. That is 1. That is 1. Okay. Probability may be in 100%, not more than 100%. But in numbers, probability is always greater than equals to 0, but less than equals to 1. Means probability of an event always lies between 0 and 1. Not less than 0, not greater than 0. Okay, not greater than 1. Okay, now the probability of sure event is 1. Okay, the event which bounded to be happened. Suppose there is a two-headed coin. Two-headed coin, when we make an experiment, when we throw the coin, this two-headed coin, then there is probability that 100% probability that there will be a head when we throw this. Okay, so 100% probability for certain or sure event. But when we throw this coin, two-headed coin, the probability of the event tail is 0, because there is no tail on the coin. This is two-headed coin. Head is there on both the sides. So there is no tail. There is no tail. So probability of tail is 0. 0% or 0. Okay. So such type of event which are bounded not to be occurred, not to happen, are called as uncertain event or impossible events. Okay. So it is clear. It is clear what does mean by the impossible event. Impossible events does not occur at any cost. So probability is 0. Okay. So probability of an event lies between 0 and 1. Probability 0 for not sure or uncertain events. Okay, and probability is 1 for sure events or certain events. Okay, so it is clear to all of you. Now when we toss a coin 3 times, there is a sample space. Sample space contains 8 elements. How many elements? 8 elements. Head, tail, head, tail, head, or tail, head, tail, and head, tail, and tail, tail. So these are the 8 outcomes when we throw a coin 3 times or when we throw 3 coins simultaneously. Okay, now when we consider the event 3 head, there is only one event, that is head. Such type of event are called as simple events. Simple events which contain only one event. Single event or simple event. Simple event which contain only one event is called as simple event. Okay, and if we take 2 head, then there is head, tail, tail, head. There are 3 events, and such type of events are called compound events. Okay, compound events which contains more than one event, which contains more than one points, sample point. Every point, every outcome, every result of the sample space is called sample point. So an event containing more than one sample point, 2 or more than 2 sample point is called compound event. An event containing only one sample point is called a single or simple event. Single or simple event. Okay, so simple event and compound event is clear to all of you. Okay, now there are 2 types of events, that is event E and not E. If we throw a coin, if we make an experiment and there is only 2 outcomes, event E and event not E, then the sum of the probability event E plus probability of event not E is equals to 1. Means probability of E plus probability of not E is equals to 1. If either of the given, the other can be find by using this formula. Probability of event E equals to 1 minus probability of not E, and probability of not event E is equals to 1 minus probability of event E. In this way we can find the probability of event E and probability of not event E, and sum of these events is equals to 1. Okay, so this is the probability of event E and probability of event not E. Now if we throw 3 coins simultaneously, sample point space having 8 sample points, we are taking the events E and F. Event E 3 head, event F 3 tails. So event E equals to head, event F equals to tail. Now event E and F having no common point, that is if we find E intersection F, then E intersection F equals to 5. E intersection F equals to 5. So E intersection F equals to 5. These type of events are called mutually exclusive events or disjoint events. Mutually exclusive event or disjoint events having no common point, no common sample points. Okay, so two or more than 2 events having no common sample point is called as mutually exclusive events. Okay, now if we are throwing 3 coins simultaneously, then there is sample space having 8 points. 8 points means head, tail, tail, head, tail, head, tail, tail, head, and tail, head, tail, tail, and head, tail, and then tail. Okay, now if we partitions this sample space into 2 or more than 2 events. Okay, 2 and more than 2 events means event E is equals to 3 head, event F equals to 3 tails. Event G equals to 2 heads. Event H is equals to 2 tails. Then all the events are mutually exclusive events, as no of the event having common point. Suppose S is equals to head, tail, 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 and tail. Okay, this is the sample space having 8 points. 8 points. This is the experiment of throwing 3 coins simultaneously. Okay. Now we are taking E equals to 3 heads. 3 heads. 3 heads means H. F is equals to 2 heads. 2 heads. 2 heads, that is head, tail, head, head. G is equals to 2 tails. 2 tails, that is tail, head, tail, and then lastly H. H is the event 3 tails. 3 tails, so this is equals to tail, and tail. Okay, now these are 4 events, E, F, G, and H. Okay, we can observe that none of the 2 event having same sample point. Okay, there is no sample point between this, and between this. Okay, so all the events are mutually exclusive events. Okay, here E intersection F equals to F intersection G equals to G intersection H equals to H intersection E is equals to 5 disjoint events. So these are disjoint events. Now we can also observe that the union of all these events means E union F union G union H is equals to the sample space. Okay, and such type of events whose union is the sample space is called mutually exhaustive events. Okay, so exhaustive events are those events whose union is the sample space. So union of E, F, G, and H is equals to the sample space S. Okay, now we are having 2 conditions: mutually exclusive, mutually exhaustive. So if 2 or more than 2 events are such that they are following the conditions of mutually exclusive and they are also following the condition of mutually exhaustive, then such type of events are called mutually exclusive and exhaustive events. These are called mutually exclusive and exhaustive events. Okay, so such type of events are called mutually exclusive and mutually exhaustive events. Okay, now we are come to the point that is